All right, Katie, for today's chest and tricep workout, we're going to start things off a little differently. Instead of doing bench press to start, we're actually going to do a drop down set of 10 push ups, alternating between tricep and regular push ups. So, right there, I just did 10 tricep push ups where the elbows stay in close to my body. And then I'm going to rest for a second. Then I'm going to do 9 regular push ups. Now, I know that you said push ups was something you wanted to work on, so this is what we're going to start with. It is difficult, so you are able to use your knees. I don't mind, as long as your butt is low, your back is not arched, and you get the full push-ups completed. Your knees can be down, just make sure you get the full reps. Obviously, I need to work on my form a little bit, but after doing these, I can say that my push-ups are improving. So start with 10 tricep, go down to 9 regular, then 8 tricep, and then 7 regular, and then so on and so forth until you reach 1. Okay, this is a great warm-up, and this is a great way to improve on your push-ups. All right. Moving on to set number 2, as if we're just starting the workout, we're going to do 10 reps of bench press. So again, make sure the grip is a little outside of the shoulders. Make sure you're bringing the bar all the way to your chest muscle, so a little lower than your boob area. Make sure your elbows are coming all the way down. Make sure there's a slight arch in your back, and also make sure your feet are safely planted on the ground. And then after you finish 10 of those, you're going to go straight into abs. I'm trying to incorporate a lot more abs into our workouts, and the day after, my abs were crying. So I'm just going to hold on to the bench and do 10 leg lifts. Make sure the hips come up off the bench. Your butt, your hips, your feet should go straight to the sky. There can be a slight bend in your legs, so that's fine. After you do 10 of those, you're going to immediately, another thing, by holding the bench like that, it works your chest muscles a little more. So after that, you're going to hold onto the bench on top of your head and do 10 ball-ins. I want your knees to go as close to your arms as possible. Really pull those legs a little bit extra at the top. Like right there, I pull them in a lot to get that extra crunch. After finishing 10 of those, repeat that whole circuit, or the 3 exercises, 2 more times. And for set number 3, we're going to do a superset with alternating chest press to chest fly. So the chest fly is where the arms come out all the way to the side, and the chest press is where you're pretty much doing a bench press but with dumbbells. For this, again, same thing as a bench press. Make sure those feet are planted, make sure there's a slight arch in your back. This one is pretty killer. I felt my boobs, if I'm not giving too much information here, my boobs were shaking. I wasn't sure what was wrong until I realized oh my gosh, they're actually working. So your boobs will be shaking a little bit. Really control the movement and take your time. After that, you're going to go straight into single arm tricep extensions. So grab a dumbbell. I believe I have a 10-pound dumbbell, and you're going to extend fully, so your arm all the way until it's straight. And if you notice, it's kind of hard to tell from this distance, but I'm flicking my wrist at the top. I'm making that top part of the dumbbell go towards the ceiling, so a little angle to the dumbbell. After 10 of those on the right, go ahead and move on to the left. Make sure that elbow stays in. Make sure it's not sticking out to the side. And make sure your arm is nice and close to your ear. My hand is on my back to keep that straight. After 10 of those, repeat both of those 2 more times. Moving on to set number 4, more chest flies. We're going to be doing the chest flies instead on a medicine ball. Now this one is quite challenging because not only are you trying to balance on this medicine ball, but you're also trying to do those chest flies in the middle of the medicine ball, and it's really hard to balance, which is why you want to keep both feet planted on the ground. Your butt needs to be up. So it kind of burns your butt too, and it's working the core as well. So there's nothing different here. Just focus on keeping your shoulder blades on the ball the whole time. Make sure your head is comfortably rested, and make sure you're doing those full flies. After 10 of those, you're going to go straight to the ground and do tricep extensions. Once again, just you're on the ground now. So make sure you have your left palm on the ground. Make sure your weight is evenly distributed, and make sure you're fully extending. And again, I'm kind of flicking my wrist at the top. All right, so after 10 of those, you're going to do it on the other arm. After that, repeat both of those exercises 2 more times. And finally, the best part, ending on a quick hit session. So you're going to start with 10 jumping squats. Clearly, I've been loving jumping squats this week. So you're going to do 10 jumping squats and immediately go to 10 pulsing squats. We're going to get that heart rate up. So right after those 10, you're going to do stop, pause, and do 10 pulsing squats. And then right after that, you're going to take a quick 30-second rest. And after that 30 seconds is up, you're going to do 20 jumping lunges. So each side counts as 1. So I guess technically like 10 on both sides, 20 total. I don't know why I find that so confusing, the whole counting thing. But anyway, 20 alternating jumping lunges. Your legs will be burning after this. Make sure your knee slightly or hardly touches the ground. Make sure you're going nice and low and the shoulders are up. After 10 of those, you're going to grab a stepper, preferably something that's about knee height, maybe a little lower. You can even use a bench for this too. And you're going to do 20 step overs. What's different about this one is I want 20 on each side. So each side counts as 1. You are going to be dying, girl. This burns. Well, that concludes the workout. After you finish this, feel free to do this set circuit 2 more times, but I'm gonna be honest, I did it once because I was dying. So push yourself if you'd like. If not, call it a day. Hope you had a good workout, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Or I guess technically you'll see me tomorrow. But anyway, bye.